Samsung's gearing up to pull the curtain back on its next-gen foldables this July, and as always, the leaks are already flowing like crazy. This time, we've got some fresh info on what to expect from the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, especially when it comes to something that really matters: battery life. So here's the deal. According to the latest leak, if you were hoping for a bump in battery capacity on the Fold 7, you might want to temper those expectations. It looks like Samsung's keeping things pretty much the same, with no meaningful upgrade on that front. Yep, the Fold 7 is still sitting at a 4400 mAh battery, just like the Fold 3, Fold 4, and Fold 5. That's 3 generations of similar approach when it comes to power. Now, the Flip 7 is a slightly different story. It's inching closer to the Fold's battery size and is now reportedly just 100 mAh short of it. That's a pretty big deal considering the Flip is a much smaller clamshell-style device. If that's accurate, we're looking at one of the most power-efficient flips yet. This info comes courtesy of a UL Demco certification listing spotted by the Tech Outlook. The listing shows 2 battery modules believed to belong to the Fold 7, model numbers ABF 966 ABA and 967 ABE. Their capacities are 2126 and 2146 respectively, which adds up to 4272 mAh. As usual, Samsung will probably round it up and market it as 4400 mAh, which they've done in the past. What's surprising here is just how little has changed. The Fold series, which used to be all about innovation and breaking boundaries, has sort of plateaued. We haven't seen a real leap forward in battery life since the Fold 3 launched. If these rumors are spot on, we could be looking at a scenario where there's just a 100 mAh difference between Samsung's 2 foldables, which feels kind of wild given their size difference. Meanwhile, on the production side of things, it looks like Samsung is staying on schedule. Both the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Flip 7 have reportedly entered production and are set to hit store shelves soon. Samsung had originally planned to begin production in May, and luckily, they seem to have hit that target right on time. That's great news if you're counting down the days until launch. But here's something interesting. Samsung is dialing things back when it comes to the Fold 7. The company has reportedly lowered its production targets this year, only planning to manufacture about 2 million units. That's a 40% drop compared to the previous generation. Why? Well, the foldable market just isn't booming like some had hoped. Sales have been solid, but not spectacular. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Samsung doesn't exactly have a reputation for taking bold risks anymore, at least not like it used to. Meanwhile, Chinese brands are charging ahead with thinner foldables, denser batteries, more RAM, and all for a lower price point. Samsung, on the other hand, is playing it safe, and some say too safe. A lot of that caution probably comes from the Galaxy Note 7 debacle, which left a lasting mark on the company's approach to battery tech. So yeah, don't hold your breath for something like a revolutionary new power system or groundbreaking battery chemistry. And while there was a recent rumor floating around that the Fold 7 would come in at just 8.2 millimeters thick when folded, that's now been debunked. A very credible industry insider with a solid track record, especially when it comes to Samsung leaks, has shut that rumor down. So the Fold 7 might be a solid phone, sure, but ultra slim it will not be. All in all, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is shaping up to be a refined version of its predecessor. It'll probably be a great device, no doubt, but maybe not the game changer some of us were hoping for. With Samsung juggling multiple priorities, like deciding between Snapdragon and Exynos for the Flip 7, developing a possible trifold phone, and prepping the Galaxy S25 Edge, it's clear their focus is spread across a lot of different projects. So, what's your take on all this? Are you still hyped for the Galaxy Z Fold 7, or is the lack of big changes a bit of a letdown? Hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me. Catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and keep geeking out.